Okay. Story mode, episode 45, Tapeworm. Uh, we'll
I
start.
don't like that.
You don't like tapeworms? What's wrong with tapeworms?
I don't like the idea of a tapeworm in this episode.
Last time it was heartburn. This time it's tapeworm. I think before that it was the heart of the matter. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I can keep
Heart of
track.
the cards?
Heart of the cards. Yeah. But we'll start with fun facts like we usually do. But I have a fun question for your characters tonight. And the question tonight is, what body part do your characters find most attractive in a potential mate? Like maybe you're more of a tail kind of dragonborn, or maybe you're more of like into the scales, or just like for an example, everybody has a different idea of beauty or are attracted to different things. So, and it doesn't even have to be within the same species. Obviously, like that's a very natural thing to be attracted to, you know, multitude of different things. So I just want to know what your characters, what gets them going. What when they just see a real fine beak on what are those called? I can't think of it. Whatever they are, the crow people, the bird people. But you get my drift. You catch my drift. So, uh, Ian, I think we're gonna start with Soul and Sailor Sun.
Honestly, what really gets Taylor Sun flowing and going is right when a person gets out of the water and the sun glistens off their skin. It just looks so pure and elegant.
Sort of like in a spy film, or like a.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, okay.
Whatever that is.
Like maybe like your brain slows down and everything goes into slow motion as they like whip their hair or their mane, and like it does that whole like arc spiral like spray of water.
Yes, just the glow of them. It looked like an angel.
Can it be any liquid, or does it have to be the ocean?
Has to be the ocean. Because we don't have oceans on the moon.
Ah, so this is sort of like an exotic thing for you then, because you're not used to having oceans. So anything associated with the ocean. So by extension, are you attracted to just things from the ocean, or
No.
okay, just anything coming out of the ocean?
Crabs disgust me.
But tritons, they don't do it for you.
They're pretty
Mermaids,
sexy.
yeah.
Mermaids all day.
Kuatoa.
No.
Well, I don't think I need much more. You painted a pretty good picture there. That's a very vivid description, yeah. Cameron, seeing as you are from the ocean, what is it that gets Stony going?
I'd have to say, yeah, I'm gonna stick to the Triton culture.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain age, we're allowed to get tattoos and piercings and stuff. And so, what really gets me going is is a woman with some really intricate tattooing down her arms and legs, and some cool piercings and stuff. We have a certain person in our community who can pierce fins in the right way that's not going to deter swimming abilities, and I've seen some pretty cool stuff. And those girls are usually a little on the wild side.
It's a common
That's what
thing
gets
though
me going.
between Tritons to get.
Certain. So yeah, so it's a certain like a level of class, I suppose. So obviously, in my household, growing up, it was frowned upon.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah.
But when I started kind of breaking loose a little bit, sneaking out, doing some of the underground fight scene, there's lots of those girls around.
So does Stony have any of these tattoos or piercings?
I've got traditional ones, kind of ones you get doing the armed guard
Mm-hmm.
and doing some of the battle training, um, within like the aren't like the King's Guard and stuff. So pretty traditional ones, but nothing too crazy.
Your brother, he doesn't have any secret tattoos or anything? You don't have any dirt on him?
Um,
No? Just,
no, he was at least not that I know of. Yeah,
hmm.
we've both been kind of separated since he kind of grew up a little bit and knew he was going to become the next king. So I
Interesting.
think he missed that adolescent phase
Mm-hmm.
of rebellion. But I mean, I don't know for sure.
Well, somebody who doesn't know anything about rebellion, Kobe, how about Detective Easter? Is there anything Detective Easter is particularly attracted to or drawn to when he sees it on a potential mate?
Yeah, just to clear the air, the Tendraka we do not have tails. No tails.
Sure.
I'm sure some other Dragonborn may have tails, but the Tendraka don't have tails. Yeah, the focal point for Easter is definitely a strong jaw. You want to find another Tendraka with a strong jaw that's a female, and that's a good woman.
Does the strong jaw also translate into somebody who's very strong-spoken, like outspoken? Is it strong jaw in more than one way, or like, yeah?
You know, she's able to eat many fish.
Okay.
And that's a good thing. Big jaw.
So yeah, the way people competitive eating contests, those really do it for you then.
If she can eat many fish, then she can find many fish and cook many fish for me.
I feel like that's a pretty like raw instinctual kind of thing. Strong jaw. Okay. Jared, how about Tyrell? Does Tyrell have a strong jaw on him?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, for Tyrell, it's all about the eye holes. The eyes serve as a window into the soul, as you may have heard before. You know, it's a way you could almost see it as a way like to deeply feel another person, or even transpose yourself into another dimension almost.
Wow.
In some cases, if it's working out that way.
So when you say the eye holes, are you talking about the eye sockets, or are you talking about the like pupil, like the hole, the void in someone's eye, the very center? Like when you say eye hole, a little bit more.
It can be both, but if you focus too much on just the socket, then the center is probably pretty dead, and you're definitely not.
So you're just whole package.
Not a portal.
Just everything eye.
Oh yeah, in the best case scenario. Oh yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I can't tell if you meant to give that answer or not, but that's good. I like it. That's everybody. We went through those pretty quick. But good answers. I was curious what everybody was going to come up with.
Chat. Don't look at the chat.
Look at the chat.
Don't look at what chat? Are you talking about the Discord chat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop looking at it.
Right as I was going to be like, I should find a way to put the Discord chat up on stream. I think it's probably good. This was not the initial.
I love that mine is right on top of this one. You dirty little pervert one.
How is it that out of all those, you got the eyes one, or the...
I typed in I literally typed in I, and it was like 3 scrolls down in the gist.
Sure,
I was like,
it was
perfect.
Cameron. That's in your favorited. You use that one.
Yeah.
Look it up. Put I in. No, type in I.
Like the letter I?
The algorithm, it
No.
totally caters to you. We know it. We know your interests now. Well.
I was gonna choose a different one, and I was like, oh god, that's amazing.
Without further ado, we will get underway. A little bit of recap. Last time, I have to close the Discord window because I can't be looking at that.
I can't close it.
That's the problem. But last time, you guys had your run-in with Beethoven, Bartholomew, Barbasol, Barbados, whatever his name was. The fire giant, who you thought was your friend, but turns out he just wanted to put you in his Myconid soup and add a little spice to his soup. But you guys fought him off. It was a pretty tough fight. Stony got thrown across the chasm and had to work his way back. Tyrell ran around and did some sneaky stuff. Detective Easter just tanked a lot of it, and Soul was keeping a safe distance and also chunking away at him. And then the big finishing flourish of taking the sword out of his hand and dropping it right on top of him to end his life. Then
Wingardium Leviosa.
Then Detective Easter decided to make some soup out of the giant in retaliation. The rest of you went down the tunnel while slaying some more Myconids and made your way into the new section where the heart is lub-thubbing. And then Tyrell stayed behind to work on a escape vessel, because I believe the plan you guys came up with last time, maybe not everybody agreed to it, but at least there were like motions made to go that direction, was to create some sort of safe vessel that you could enter and then raise the stomach acid until it vomited you guys out. So right now you guys, just the three of you, Detective Easter, Soul, and Stony, like I said, are in the Chamber of the Heart. You've seen some goats in here, you've seen some Kuatoa in here, you've seen some rust monsters in here. But as best as you can tell, all that you see right now is the giant beating heart. So we can pick up wherever you guys would like. Tyrell, you're still working on the ship, but at any moment, feel free to, decide that you are done or are willing to come and check what your fellow adventurers are doing, or, we can sort of jump back and forth the entire time if need be and see how it goes, but I'll leave it to you guys. By all means, take it away.
I guess I'll investigate the area near me.
Okay, yeah. So, you found some sort of architecture within the dragon turtle. Like, there is a very organic looking architecture, but it is not natural necessarily. It doesn't fit the rest of the space, like the craggy sort of scaly insides that you've been encountering this entire time. So it's hard to say. It is very integrated into the dragon turtle's like walls of his insides, but it's almost like this is some sort of like symbiotic or natural growth that somebody was able to control. Some sort of weird science or magic that you've never seen before. But there are...
Okay, I'll touch it.
Yeah. There are lots of handholds and things. It looks like it would be relatively easy to climb up if you wanted. It's not as easy as a ladder, but there's lots of what appears to be like bones and skeletal structures that are somehow molded and woven into this.
Okay, yeah, I'll climb up it.
Okay, yeah. It takes a little bit, but you make your way all the way to the top, all while sort of next to one of these smokestacks or these gas valves releases that you've seen before in your original area where you guys landed in the stomach. And if you throw a rust monster in one of these, it has quite the reaction and maybe changes the level of something. But that's about all you see from up here. You can kind of see across the chasm, and just through the fog, like just barely, you can see two rust monsters and a donkey. And just below that, there is some sort of large thing lurking down below, kind of scuttling or slithering. It's hard to really tell, but it sort of seems to stay low, not in, but towards the stomach acid, and it just seems to kind of remain inert after you see it move a little bit. But
Okay.
that's your vantage point. That's what you see.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to move along the edges as much as I can if I need to echolocate at certain points. My goal is to work my way around to the donkey to try to save it. So
Okay.
I will attempt to do that, but I'll let you go over to the other
Sure,
guys
sure.
while I'm trying
Yeah.
to traverse.
We will. There is a traversal, so we'll put you over here for now, but we'll catch up with you in a bit. So, Stony Soul, last time you saw Kuatoa get pushed off of a ledge up here, but you don't quite have the vantage point on what it is up there that pushed the donkey off just yet. There is a little area you could crawl prone through to sort of get up and around the corner, but you also don't know what awaits you over there, and you would have to traverse the stomach acid. But you saw Detective Easter split off around the corner. You're not sure quite where he is yet, but it's up to you guys to decide what you want to do next.
Well, yeah. Do you want to try and follow him? Kind of at a distance now. He might need some help. Or do you want to try and go the other side?
I can make a minor illusion, and we can see if any reaction happens around the corner where that Kuatoa push it to see just in case, and then go from there.
How far can you push it? It's up on top, isn't it?
I can go 30 feet for 1 minute.
It's a little bit farther than 30 feet, but I mean, if you were to climb up, these surfaces are pretty craggy. You could do that.
May not be worth it. Maybe better to stick together, don't you think?
Yeah. Guess we can kind of scope it out and see if maybe we can go around. We can't turn into a ghost thing like Detective Easter can. So.
True, but I can teleport us.
We haven't had a long sleep, so I don't think you can. I think you're too tired.
Your face is too tired. Sorry, I'm so tired.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah. Can we look for a way around?
If you guys leveled up, you would have. But if you didn't level up, then yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot we got points. Yes, definitely didn't do that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone did.
No.
That's okay.
I feel like Kobe was doing it as you said it. But...
No, I told him before that I forgot about it.
But yeah, I mean, there's
we'll
a way to so you can either climb up and over, or you can try and jump the gap, which you've done once before, or you can go sort of down and around where Detective Easter did, but that's kind of your options other than
How are we gonna jump across?
you've jumped across with Detective Easter and Tyrell's help before, but I mean, you guys have spells and abilities, and I don't know. That's up to you. I'm just telling you that's an option.
I was thinking about going the same way that Easter went. I was like, we can't jump there on the other side.
No. I mean, you could try. I don't think you'd make
Yeah,
it.
so, you said it so nonchalantly. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, we can't do that.
Yeah,
Joe.
you can make that jump. What are you talking
Aim
about?
for the bushes.
It looks great.
Aim for the bushes. You're good.
I'm gonna go ahead and start climbing down and around towards wherever Easter went.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys do exactly as Easter did. Climb down, around, back up, all the way to here, where you can see the same structure that Detective Easter kind of came across. This weird, unnatural but organic structure next to the exhaust vent, the steam vent. Don't know what we want to call these things, but. And then.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can we look across the way and see anything through the mist?
Yeah, you see a faint, slithery looking thing on the ground, hugging the ground. Very similar to the description I gave to Detective Easter earlier that your characters technically didn't hear, but yeah, it moves from time to time. It appears to be scenting for something, but it's hard to tell what it is because it hugs the ground pretty tight.
You should shoot something at that soul.
Me? I don't.
You're quite a ways away. It's
I don't.
hard for you to even make it out through the steam. You just know it's rather large, but it appears to be sticking to the lower lower reaches of the cave.
Well, if it's staying down there, but we can get above it.
True. All right, let's see if we can just climb up this bony membrane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. There's plenty of footholds, handholds, etc. You guys make it to the top, and you see Detective Easter across the way, engaged with some what appear to be rust monsters and a donkey. But before we get to that encounter, we're going to go to Tyrell. And flying is so much slower than I remembered. Whee! We're back in the lungs, where Tyrell is working on a boat, vessel, ship. Have you decided what to call it?
I saw the camera come towards me, and you noticed I threw down like a shiny reflective piece. I was just like staring into my own eyes. So, don't have a name yet. No, I was thinking about running through the components I've decided on, and want to have see what we think about, as in Tyrell to the Overlord Master, Dungeon Master here, and see what we think about this.
I have your photo from last time.
Yeah, so running through that, I'm taking roughly the dozen or so. Wow, what is my hand? What's it called?
Barrels, you've got
barrels.
Yeah,
yes,
you've got
dozen or so
skin,
barrels. Cutting all the barrels into halves, in order to make sort of flotation devices themselves, while then also taking the crates, and those have six sides each there, so there's roughly 18 siding pieces we can utilize, and then breaking down as much of the skin of the giant as possible, which is going to take some time because I need enough to not only cover the half barrels for the flotation so that we can have some fireproofing, lava proofing there, but also what I think would be really important is having enough for our own bodies, for gloves and face masks primarily, maybe in some around shoulders and chests for any likely residue or splash zone material of lava flying into the boat.
So you're looking to construct like a wooden skeleton, which then you're going to wrap with the giant's flesh, and then create some crude, like, tarps or ponchos of giant skin for you to wear inside said vessel. Correct. To just minimize any and all chances that you're going to get burned by this stuff.
Melted. Yeah, we might get burned, but as long as we're not melted, that's the goal. Okay. And some of the steel, there's quite a bit of steel pieces, even if I say, like the crates themselves have, bolts in them. I know I won't be able to deconstruct the boots necessarily, but anything else on the giant's body I may be able to salvage for reinforcing the wood together, since just putting wood next to each other is not really going to do much good.
Sure.
And the belt itself could serve as the think of the large tarp that goes over the top of the boat, because we want to be able to because we'd like to be able to just jump out of this thing quickly if everything goes to hell. I want to be trapped in it. So however long we think that's going to take me to scout, pretty much I think the heaviest time sink will be skinning the giant. Not sure how difficult it will be either.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be too terrible. I mean, you guys were able to cut into its flesh, Detective Easter was able to cut into it, and its own sword cut it. Like, it is a thick hide, but you can work your way through it, and you get better with it over time. So, if you want to continue to work on that, that's totally fine. We can jump back over to the rest of the.
I'm gonna continue to work on it.
Okay. Then, just make sure you have some progress updates ready for us by the time we make it back. If transporting the vessel somewhere is a thing too, that's totally fine as well. But as for right now, we will jump into a little action sequence here. I'm going to go ahead and have everybody in this room roll. So Stony, Soul, Detective Easter, and I will roll for the rust monsters and the donkey. 2 for the rest monsters.
I got a 24 for initiative.
Nice.
17.
Uh, 16.
And I'll roll one for the donkey. Wow. All right, Detective Easter, you are up first. The 2 rust monsters are, you know, kind of curious about the donkey, but not necessarily actively, making any moves towards the donkey, but the donkey definitely seems to be under distress. And the closest rust monster has kind of turned halfway, like its feelers started to twitch a little bit. It's an antenna, and it's got a sense that you're there. It's not fully turned around yet, but the other one was already facing your way and could see you coming. But it's your go, it's your move, it's your turn. So what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to attack the first one.
Okay.
With my sword. Okay, I rolled a 15. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay. Better roll for damage. Okay, that did 8 damage.
Okay. -8. All right, you chopped off one of its legs. Sort of a gross green yellow liquid kind of sprays out as it sort of stumbles a little bit, as it's now missing one of its claws, its legs.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay.
I got a natural 20.
All right. Double damage. Critical hit.
The first strike is a 13.
Okay.
And the second strike is a 10, so 23 damage.
Tell me how you killed this thing.
Oh, I just gave it an X with my sword. I just came down, did a quick X across its body, and just watched it split into four slices.
Yeah, it's exactly as you described. You like, and it sort of stands still for half a second, and then just like dissects into 4 like meaty little clumps as it sort of slumps on the ground, and nice little spray of green yellow blood as the pressure pushes it out and sort of pools on the ground, and you can see it sort of evaporate into the steam and the sort of ground around it, and it's dead.
Awesome. I'm gonna use my movement to get towards the next one.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to just punch it straight into the ground with a thunder punch.
Okay, as long as you don't try and kick it.
No, I'm giving up on trying to kick it right now. I got a 18.
It hits.
Okay. And I do 8 thunder damage.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
All right. Yeah, you punch it right on its back, and you sort of feel your fist give way into the exoskeleton of this thing, and the sort of goop that comes off your hand, get the sense that it would have burned you if you kept it on your hand for too long. It's like a bad kind of chemical. It doesn't seem like it's meant to deteriorate you or dissolve you, but it's not something you want to have long periods of exposure to. Soul, you're up. So you see Detective Easter just waylaying on these things over there. There's only one left, but what you want to do? How do you want to approach this?
Looks like he has it. Looks like he got down. I think we should just keep figuring our way around over there.
Okay. You want to use both your movements then? Just get as far as you can,
Yeah.
kind of thing? Okay. All right. That brings us to Stony.
Same.
Follow in his footsteps.
Well, we've done so much. I hope in the amount of time that we've come over here, Detective Easter has managed to kill that other beast.
So, the donkey is just going to split. It's just going to run. It sort of runs up the cliff and rounds the corner and is quickly approaching Stony and Soul. Detective Easter, not quite. It's going to be the Rust Monster's turn. Rust Monster is going to try and attack you. Let's see. It's just going to try and bite you. +3 to hit. So let's see if it breaks your armor class. Oh.
Oh yeah, it got me.
Okay. 1d8 plus 1 piercing damage.
Okay, I'll let you roll and you tell me the total.
Good roll.
8.
8 damage. Alrighty.
So this thing sort of lashes out at the hand that just punched a crater into its back. It just sort of reaches up and grabs you with its pincers and sort of rakes its pincers across your wrist on either side, and you sort of pull away, and it leaves a pretty nasty cut. But it's going to be your turn.
Okay, I want to try to preserve this thing, so I'm going to try to cut off all of its legs.
Okay.
My sword now. I want to leave it, I guess, somewhat alive. I don't want it to dissipate, but I want to be able, in case we want to throw it in,
Sure.
the deal.
Sure,
so,
sure.
So I'm going to try to attack it.
Okay.
Alrighty, my first roll is an 11. Does that hit?
It does not.
Okay. Second roll. That one definitely hits. I got a 28.
Yeah, absolutely.
How bad was your first roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay,
Really
to
bad.
put this in, this is going to be kind of like, I'll put this, it's going to be kind of like catching a Pokemon and getting the HP to the right level, right? So, like, it currently is at 19 hit points. So I'm going to say if you can
Wouldn't
get
I
it...
be able to pull certain punches?
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Like,
for sure, for
you know.
sure.
Okay, because my first roll was a 13 damage.
Okay. But this is also like a live creature and it's moving around, so like, you know.
So how many legs with 13 damage do? Could I see that in legs that are now gone?
So 13.
Like, I'm trying to kind of immobilize it, you know.
Sure, sure. So you're pretty damn close to where you need to be to immobilize it. You've severed most its limbs because, 13 out of 19, that's pretty good. So it's thrashing around. It's not the most malleable right now. Like it's not gonna be easy to handle, but if you had both your hands, you could safely transport it. But you've seen these things before, yeah, with no limbs, even after they've perished and died. It's not so much the limbs that cause the vents to react. It's like thorax or whatever you want to call it. Like its body, its abdomen.
Okay. Well, I will attack its other legs
Okay.
now. Okay, let's see here. That roll is a 18.
Yep, it lands.
Okay. And the total damage from that would be 10, but I'm going to pull my punches and just, like, leave it with one back leg.
That's fine.
I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to try to pull the punch here.
Sure.
Leave it alive until I can decide what I want to do next, but I'm just going to, from here, just monitor it and try to make sure it doesn't snap back at me.
Yeah. So you kind of rake the sword around the edges, and it's just a husk now. You can tell it's going to bleed out probably in a minute, but you've successfully eliminated the threat, it is now just a tool for you to use at your disposal. We'll drop initiative. And as you finish up with that, you guys are met with the donkey approaching very quickly, and he sort of sees you and like skirt like to a stop, and sort of turns back around and sort of looks around frantically to see what other options it has. So while it's deciding, nobody does anything, so it goes the other direction.
We're in shock. Like, what the fuck is this donkey doing?
So the donkey, upon going back halfway, sees Detective Easter, and it doesn't see up as an option, but it sees down as an option. So it sort of jumps down to the one before, the one more, and down to a lower reach.
Tony, what is that donkey doing?
Oh no, we should not chase after it.
Or let Detective Easter know he will go crazy again.
Yeah, he just want to eat it anyways.
True.
He's a
How
hungry
does this
boy.
donkey survive so long here? When we have died almost every other minute.
Well, I'm gonna move forward.
Okay.
I am too.
All right.
All the way to Detective Easter, just about.
You guys were so sure of your movements in the initiative, but then once it dropped, you guys were just like, really think
Yeah,
about
I
this.
was. Yep, I was not really paying attention.
Okay. So you guys meet up with Detective Easter, who's just finished up wrapping up his rust monster.
Zoo warriors, I
buddy.
see that you have made it over to me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with this thing?
I don't know, but if we need to toss it back in one of the valves again, or perhaps use it to attack the creature that we reside in, it may be of use to us. So I've left it alive for now. Did you happen to see a donkey? I had just rescued it.
Oh, had a
He's a little
glimpse of it,
spooked.
but yeah.
So he jumped down. We tried really hard to, bring him in, corral him a bit, but he just wasn't having it.
I'm gonna go try to look where down is at. So I'm gonna go over to the edge.
Yeah. So you sort of peek over the edge, and you see the donkey's made its way even further down at this point. It's pretty close, actually, to where you saw something moving down there earlier, but you don't know where the thing that was moving went, and it's sort of... The donkey moves underneath the overhang, where you can't see it quite as well, because it's kind of directly under you at this point.
There was another creature down there, and I'm worried the donkey may be in danger. We should leave this thing here and go save the donkey.
Why do you want to save the donkey so bad? What are you planning on doing with the donkey?
I don't know, but I met him on the boat.
I remember you when you were on the boat. You were very different.
Coco.
Yes, I had quite a few to drink. I was very upset, to say the least, about our circumstances. And as you can see, I was right to be upset.
So I'd say we don't try and rescue the donkey. How are you going to corral the donkey throughout our little predicament here? What's your end game?
He would escape with us. He is an innocent donkey. And he's looking for Tahiti.
Sounds like a lot of wasted time.
Yeah, do you think we should... Are you really thinking with your smarts there, Detective?
If you want to eat
I'm,
the donkey, just let us know. Do you want to eat it?
I would never eat the donkey, but I am pretty hungry. That giant suit did not turn out the way I expected. But yeah, I guess if we're not going after the donkey, we need to figure out what to do with this little exploding beetle here. Should we
Well,
throw it into the vent or hold on to it for
Time we
now?
threw it into the vent. If I remember right, it raised the acid, right? Or did it lower it?
Lowered the acid.
Okay. Well, the acid in this room is pretty low. So I don't know what would get done if it was lowered.
Perhaps we could see more of the cavern underneath. Find a different way out.
True. I'm game. Let's do it.
can we also remember that we've all established that we've seen some kind of large shadowy figure kind of directly under where we are at right now? Do we want to lower it and go down that way towards the shadowy creature? Does that...
Absolutely. I was non-existent during the last fight with the so-called friend, so I'm ready to bang. Let's get it on.
You want to bang this? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
so
Sailor
quick to
Sun,
accept,
I
Sailor
shall,
Sun.
I shall defer to your moon wisdom.
I just hope that it doesn't have tattoos all over it. You'll be non-existent then too.
So as you guys look across the room, the one vent is directly at the height of sort of each one of these platforms that you've seen. The one at the entrance, the one that you passed by to get here, the one that you're on now. You can sort of see the faint glow of another one across the room, but you don't know if there's a platform associated with it or not. You do also seem to see an outline of like a little dinghy, maybe, but it's hard to tell exactly what that might be. You only assume it's another part of a wrecked ship of some kind that's made its way into this cavern. But then
Donkey dingy.
the heart also continues to lub-dub in the center of the room. So it's up to you guys. You can put it in anyone you want. You can stand wherever you want. You can. It's you don't have to put one in at all. It's totally up to you guys. So
Toss it.
Push me.
Don't tell the elf.
Don't tell the alchemist.
Yeah, hearing the words toss it, I guess I'll go and grab the bug.
just in the closest one.
Yeah, I'll start walking that way unless somebody tells me not to do it.
Okay. Nobody says.
Wait.
Oh.
I turn around.
Do it really cool, like your coolest dunk. You know what dunking is?
A dog.
I've never heard of this.
So it's a game we played where we had like different crustaceans, kind of like a round-shaped crustacean, and you kind of pass the ball to each other, and the point of the game is to get it into a hoop, basically.
Okay.
Like a
I
ring, so-
completely understand, and I throw the bug towards Sailor Sun because I need to pass it.
Sailor
Okay,
Sun.
I'm gonna nod.
I need a reaction.
I'm gonna
from
nod
you.
it.
I need a reaction from you. So you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna
It's gonna be.
I'm gonna get caught up in this game and think back to my child moon games that I played with the other Steeler Scouts, and I'm gonna be like, oh hell yeah, and throw my hands up,
So I need you to.
dropping my stuff.
I need you to make a sleight of hand dexterity check, like a. So D20, add your dex modifier.
18.
Okay, you catch it, no problem. You were ready for that pass.
As he catches it, I'm gonna like nod at him and make a run for the hole, and kind of like gesture upwards. Hopefully, she gets the idea and tosses it up.
I'm gonna toss it up like it's nothing but air.
Okay. You chuck it up into the air. Stony, I need the same. Dexterity,
I should have
sleight of hand.
anticipated that. my modifier. It's a +2. I got a 14.
Okay. Tell me how you slam dunk this thing in the alley oop.
All right, just a absolute classic 360, just major jam.
Yeah. It's a 360. You slam this thing down, but it's kind of a little like, you know, not like it's cool, but it's not impressive because the hole is like 30 feet wide. So you slam this thing and it, you know, travels quite a distance, and it's like it would have been really hard to miss. But you guys nailed it. You did it. I'm just saying it's the equivalent of like slam dunking on like a Fisher Price. So the effect is there, but it's not a. You get it. As the rust monster.
What do they get?
Yeah. Yeah, I painted the picture. You guys got it. You did it. But as the rust monster falls down into the vent, you hear it sort of clang around to the inside, and it finally hits in the bottom, and you like feel a little bit of a rumble as the cave that you're in sort of shakes. The lub-dub sort of gets more distressed, and you see one of the scaly sort of heart sides that's been like thumping this entire time. It exposes itself, and in the exposed portion is a more like fleshy, raw piece of the heart. So like this scaly exterior has sort of like peeled back, almost like an eye or something, like an eyelid, and in that eyelid is the more like membrane kind of look. So you realize that as you throw these rust monsters into these different ventricles, that it's going to expose one of the 4 sections of the heart. It's going to remove the dragon skin scale exterior to the more fleshy, vulnerable interior of the heart.
That dunking was very fun.
Yeah.
We
I think
should dunk again.
every single time. All right, I think we go to the next one. See if we can find something else to dunk.
Okay.
Before we go, I want to look down and see if there's anything to look at down.
You look down below and give me a perception check.
What's the modifier for perception?
Perception is wisdom.
15.
Okay.
I just realized I am proficient in perception.
You don't
Look at
see
that.
any slithering monster of any kind, but you do see a giant pile of treasure. Like an enormous pile of treasure. Like a huge, like the biggest pile of treasure you've ever seen.
Very enticing. Hey guys, there's like a hugest pile I've ever seen amount of treasure at the bottom of this cavern.
Ooh, the Tendraka could use that treasure. We would no longer be oppressed if we had such wealth.
Hey, friendos. Before we move on, how far are we from that thing that moved, the heart thing?
You are probably about 90 feet.
Cool. Can I shoot an Eldritch Blast at that membrane eye?
Oh god,
Absolutely.
You're just gonna go right for it, huh?
Go ahead and give me a
Yeah, because
D20
I don't
roll.
know. That looks like a dragon, and what guards treasure? All right, I rolled a 14.
Okay, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh god, it's gonna have a heart attack.
I also get, because I'm level 5, I get to shoot Eldritch Blast as 2 shots at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is a 7 for that first hit.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll again. Ooh, a 16. The
Okay.
second one, and that will be for a 6.
Yeah. So you see it take the damage. The Eldritch Blast, the arc of energy sort of shoots out in 2 bolts, and you see it sort of hit the membrane in 2 different places as it clearly sort of singes and almost instantly cauterizes the arcs of energy that you've done. But you see the heart sort of like react to it, like punching a waterbed or something, and the scaly exterior quickly starts to flip back around and protects the membrane once again. The eye, so to speak, sort of closes, and it's got its scaly exterior once more.
All right, dope. So we know that feels pain. I just had to check. I'm sorry, guys.
I trust your moon wisdom. But about this treasure, I do not want to see the Sandraka oppressed. We must go after the treasure. At least while we're here, fill our pockets. I see nothing wrong with that, of course.
Okay. What if something is in fact guarding it? You ready for that?
I defeated a giant. I believe we can defeat whatever is down there.
All right. No, I'm game. Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Before you guys jump down there, we're going to catch up with Tyrell. Tyrell, what's up with you? What do you worked on anything? Have anything new?
Yeah, I've got another diagram to share actually. So,
Okay.
Earlier, or, before the rest of the crew had left, we had talked about, well, where the hell does this thing need to be?
Mm-hmm.
So after you last visited me in this session, I've got all my material ready. That's what I want to say. I've got all this. I've got all the skin done. I've got all the crates disassembled and put into the parts I need, but I haven't constructed anything yet because then I have built a diagram. Give me just a second.
You guys are really gift happy tonight, huh? I guess this is a normal rate. Okay.
I would say the gifts probably slowed a little bit as we got the live feed up. When we didn't really have that, there was a lot of shared gifts that were happening.
Gotcha. You're just cutting Cameron's time shorter. Like all that information. I know gifts are not a huge, but I just expect your hotspot to run out any second, Cameron.
Oh, that's fine. It's like 15 gigs. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not very much.
It's pretty small. So yes, this diagram. Okay. I'm gonna try and get this into the stream, but go ahead and describe to us what's happening here. So
my thoughts here is it's not super to scale, so I tried to put like times. I don't even know how many gnomes that is. It's just like the scale point of it is I need a pulley system because I think when we had talked before, we were probably most likely wanting to get our materials for this device back into the main chamber we started in because that has the thing, it has the access to the heart. I believe if we floated across far enough, if we wanted to go that way, or if we actually just used the whole area we came into. Obviously, I mean, if we got in there, surely there's likely a way out in that room as well with all the chambers and shafts and things. So that's what I'm thinking. So I want to get a pulley system to build it actually up potentially in that tunnel if we find that it's wide enough to actually float down that we walked in on to get back to that area is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So this pulley system, the intent is since I need to get it up, I guess so. I didn't have the exact scale of what I have to deal with here on the stream, but if I'm looking at it like to the right, if you go to the right a little bit. Okay, cool. So my thought was using the shoulder pad primarily, tying the rope with it. Well, okay, sorry. The first thing I need to do is all the silver things in the diagram is mounting a triple pulley system that has one of the wheels actually slides down with part of the weight. So I have to mount this really high,
Okay.
so that whenever it's lifted, the wheel slides down into a position that gets us I just wrote numbers on here, but it gets us 3 times farther away, and then I think I wrote 2 times higher up. That is kind of a way, so it probably needs to be 3 times, but you get the point. I would need to get it up there, right? So
Sure.
I gotta get way up there to mount this pulley system in order so I can load down here, pull up, and as I pull up, it goes up and sideways. And then there's a release I can unhook after it's unloaded, so that it will fall back down to where all the materials are.
With your magic rope, it's not out of the question at all to make your way up as high as you need to go. So yeah, you climb
that's
up
probably
and
good.
okay, you're at the top, and there's actually a little bit of a ledge up here. So
That'll work.
while you were climbing, you did notice, because you can't help but notice, you are climbing the inside of the dragon turtle. There was like a slight rumble and a shift. It wasn't huge, but you do notice that the level of the stomach acid
Oh my
has
gosh.
moved up.
uh,
You don't know what,
okay.
you don't know why, but something has happened elsewhere in the dragon turtle that is causing the stomach acid in this room to raise higher.
Okay. Well, I still think I probably will have enough time to get this built and then get most of the material over. So if there's any checks that you do on my timeliness and not messing up,
No,
or
you're
something,
fine. It just
but-
it moved up, about half of the distance before
Yeah.
it sort of gets to the low
Okay. I
portion.
don't want to
where
lose
you're
all this
at.
stuff.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm just there is a reactionary thing to what's going on elsewhere. So,
Okay. Okay.
but that's great. I appreciate the diagram. I even got it up in the stream, so we'll have a
Nice.
better idea of what you're looking at. But I will make my way back into the room before our rest of our group goes in search of treasure. Let me pull the diagram down real quick. And we are back in action. All right. So you guys are going to go down and get the treasure. How do you proceed here? So,
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop off down to the ledge with the donkey.
okay. It's a little tricky, but there is, a straight fall onto the ledge, and you sort of startle the donkey, and it goes, and it runs again. Sort of hops over the ledge and around the corner. Three-point landing. Very graceful. Very hero-esque.
I do have that slow fall ability
Right,
as
right.
well, or reaction. So.
Yeah. That's I know you got slow fall.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, you get a pretty much better view of the treasure, and like no issues, no issues there. The rest
Awesome.
rest of you guys jumping down, or
Yep, I'm gonna follow down.
you gonna climb down, or you just gonna jump?
I gotta climb.
Okay.
Yeah, climbing. Not gonna risk it for the biscuit right now.
All right, you guys climb down, no problem. Before you see the treasure. There's no nothing. You did notice that the stomach acid raised a little bit. It's like right lapping at the edge of the floor right before you get to it, but no monster of any kind. Just a pile of treasure right at your feet.
Awesome. I kind of can't believe it, but I sort of can because we're in this predicament here, so there has to be treasure. That just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's my reward for defeating a giant, so I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna slow fall down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You slow fall down.
I think to
and-
myself while he's doing that.
I've kind of lost
Yeah,
my
I dropped
idea
that
of
on.
senses.
What do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around to see if there's anything hiding,
Soul.
any crevices to look out for.
You were saying something too.
I'm just thinking to myself as I watch Detective Easter go down, how it was me who dropped the club on the giant, and I'm thinking, oh no, he's got gold fever. Nothing can stop him. It's like the donkey. He just needs both of them now. together to like truly go crazy. So I too am also going to I'm gonna slowly kind of go down, but also kind of look around.
Sure. So you
Yeah.
guys, to get down, you kind of have to climb the walls.
As
Go
as
ahead.
my companions have noticed, I've lost a little bit of my detective edge about me.
Yeah.
And here, my wits have kind of gone astray, and I've become a little bit more reckless.
Sure. But yeah, Stony and Soul, as you guys are climbing down, you do notice a rather large, what appears to be sort of bored hole in the rock here, like just to.
Oh no! What could that possibly
Oh no,
be?
you weren't supposed to see that. But yes, as you
Oh no!
come down, the hole is rather large. It's not really the size of a house, but it's pretty damn close. Like maybe a hut, size of a hut. And it's pretty dark.
Yeah, so that looks really ominous and scary. So I'm gonna throw my rope down in a circle, right at the mouth of that little hole, that giant hole.
In a circle, you say?
Yep. I'm prepping a spell. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to fill my pockets with gold and gems and whatever kind of nice treasures here.
All right. Give me a percentage die roll. There, Detective
Oh,
Easter.
okay. Let's see what my pockets can fill up. 001. Okay. No. Just the percentage die or a
Just
100?
the percentage.
Awesome. I got a 40.
You find 40 gold.
40 gold already. I like that. Thank you.
I've never even heard of a percentage die.
It's this one.
Can you roll it for me?
Can I roll? Yeah, if it comes to that, yeah. So you've laid down the rope, Soul. You also see this this hole. What are you guys' next steps here?
Yep. I guess I'll jump down, grab some too.
Okay. Soul, you gonna jump down and grab some as well?
Might as well. I know something immediately bad's gonna happen with all of his past coins.
Look,
could we possibly
you
expect
all
something bad to
knew the
happen?
minute there is a pile of treasure and you decided to go touch it, there is going to be something bad happen, okay?
Well, of course.
You all knew that was going to happen. This
And it's
is
not
the
like we've seen a
trade-off,
month
all right?
before.
Detective Easter gave us a big story. I feel like the gold. I'm gonna donate my gold to the Chandraka. If I can help the community out, I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
I'm rich. I don't need this money.
Okay, so I'm rolling a percentage die for you, Stony. Is that correct?
Yep. I believe you said it was a 60 before.
You got a 60 again.
60 again.
All right.
So you get 6 gold. No, you get 60 gold.
Nice.
Soul, do you have a percentage die, or do you need me to roll that for you?
You roll it. I was just putting a gif up of showing exactly what is going to happen as soon as we take the gold. So,
All right, Soul, you got 30 gold pieces.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe that means the less means I won't get all the problems.
So, amidst the jingle jangle of gold coins, as you guys are just stuffing your pockets, you sort of hear a hissing sound from inside the hole, and you sort of turn around to see what it is, but you look into it and you can't see anything. Nothing has emerged yet, but what does emerge is some sort of sizzling acid. And the acid is going to land in, let's see, where is the...
Just a giant blob on top of me.
It is a 30-foot long and 5-foot wide. So I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Perfect.
What you guys get?
24.
Okay.
Jesus, 13.
Okay.
I have a +9 to dexterity saving throws.
Wow.
Also, I
It's
will
gonna
not
be
take any
10.
damage,
10.
even if it's half damage.
Okay.
On dex.
Okay.
So, as you guys are hit with this spray of acid, Detective Easter, you sort of see it coming well enough to sort of turn your back, and most of it hits your like duster and sort of runs off the back. Luckily, none of what you were wearing is gonna be affected by this acid spray. Unfortunately, Stony and Soul, you guys are gonna get the blast full effect here. So it's gonna do 4d8 acid damage, and it's gonna get a or I'll keep track of the tally marks. So let's see, Soul, Stony, Detective Easter. So you guys, so Soul, Stony, you have 1 tally mark. And let's see, what was it? It was 4d8. So let's roll that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do the tally marks do?
You don't know yet. That's just for me.
If you get enough of them, you can get half off of a Subway sandwich. So it's pretty exciting.
It's a punch card. It's not a fun punch card. Who wants to take the damage
Punch card
first?
to when you get to end the game forever.
I take 0 damage, so I'll take it first because I don't take any damage from dexterity saves.
That's totally fine. But Soul, Stony, I'll let you choose who wants to take the damage first, because
Give it to me.
Well,
Stony was quicker. Stony, this is your damage. 19.
Too bad.
Oof, that's still pretty rough.
Soul,
yeah. Give me that 40.
15.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh.
So, if
I'm gonna look over at Stony and just go, ow. Oh yeah.
if you guys have any kind of copper, silver, gold, platinum, or other metals exposed, so if you guys had anything from armor to weapons to bracelets and jewelry and you name it, if there is any metal exposed on you guys, it is going to corrode. It's gonna depreciate.
Would that kind of like in bags or anything like that, or sheaths?
Like so because it hit the back of your you'd be okay. There's nothing really there unless there was like a metal tankard or something, like that's gonna immediately rust.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you guys fashion your weapons or your stuff, but if it would have been hit, if you had anything metal on your exterior, that's gonna depreciate. So if it was a fine piece of gold, now it's a decrepit piece of gold. Or like if you have a steel weapon, it's gonna, or a metal weapon of any kind, it's gonna get a -1 to its attack rolls now.
Do I notice
Good
the
thing
gold
I
that I just
carry a
picked up
wooden staff.
The gold you
was
picked,
affected?
the gold you picked up and everything, you had it in your pouches, your pockets. It's fine. Most people carry those in like leather pouches and stuff. But you do look at the gold at your feet, and it has all become corroded. Like the acid seems to be purpose built to corrode metal of any kind. So all the gold that you hadn't picked up yet has completely depreciated in the blink of an eye with this acid spray. Because it was all exposed metal, so to speak. Everybody's going to roll initiative. And the Megapede rolled as expected.
22.
17.
12.
Okay. So, the Megpede hasn't exposed itself. It's still dark in the tunnel. It just shot the acid spray out of the front. So technically, as a ranged attack, you wouldn't take a leaving engagement if you moved. But Detective Easter, you are up first. What you want to do?
Yeah, so I want to try to climb. I'm gonna use my movement and try to climb up above where this entrance to this cave is at.
Okay. You could do that, no problem. It's, just sort of your height, so you just kind of hop on
Oh
off.
no, sorry, I want to get above that hole.
Oh, above it.
And like
I
and
gotcha.
like
It just goes into it.
basically I want to prep so if this creature comes out, like I can maybe just jump down on it and try to stab it or something.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you make it above the mouth. I gotcha.
Awesome. And now I'm going to put my echo directly into the mouth of the hole as a trap.
Okay. Are you setting this in the circle that?
Just right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it out there in front as like a deflection piece. So.
This thing does not want to show up.
And I'm going to use my last, I guess, action here. I'm not going to take any other actions other than to. I'll prepare an attack in case it comes out.
Okay.
But other than that, what I'm going to do is just, guys, get away from the mouth of the cave in case it comes out and strikes. I'll leave my echo here as a diversion and a first line of defense. Prepare to attack.
We're gonna use this snake as your echo for now, because the other thing is not working for some
Perfect. Sounds great. You could have used Pip. He was on there.
Yeah. Okay, so you've prepared the echo and the trap, and you've shouted your intentions to your teammates. It is now Stoney's turn. What you gonna do, Stoney?
Yep. So I'm gonna go to the right onto that ledge.
This one over here?
Yep.
Okay.
Turn around and hold my shield up so none of my body parts are showing.
Okay. What's your shield made of?
It's a turtle shell.
Okay. All right.
So it's completely metal.
It is a metal turtle shell.
Just asking. I mean, you guys didn't confirm anything of yours had gotten, like I don't. Like, did any of you have anything exposed that was going to get hit by the acid that you got hit by?
Well, so I had this shield on my back, and underneath it was like the tip of my, so the handle of my trident, I guess, was affected.
Okay, all right.
And then I've got a sharp tooth blade and a sea glass sword.
Okay,
So,
glass wouldn't be affected by it, and
right. So I actually came out okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I get hit from the front, I'm wearing a detective's badge, and there's no sheath for my my baton, and it's like a metal baton.
Mm-hmm.
Police baton that I hit with, but my sword is in a sheath whenever I pull it out to attack and I put it back in.
Yeah.
I, of course, will move to the left.
Okay. And Soul, you didn't have any metal, anything that got.
Just wearing leather and a wooden staff.
Okay. All right, you guys are actually well equipped for this encounter. So.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, this was not so bad. My clothes might be falling off. But...
You'll all be naked by the end of this. No. Okay.
Can I do something real fast?
Yeah, of course. You just moved, so you got an action.
Awesome. I want to do my action as Armor of Agathes.
Okay.
Which is a protective magical force that surrounds me.
All right.
But to do that, I need to open up my pouch and have a drink of water.
Okay.
Fast.
Sure.
And so I can have it holds for 1 hour, and so I gain 5 temporary hit points for the duration. So if a creature hits me with a melee attack, then that creature takes 5 cold damage.
Cool. All right.
So just in case.
Every time for an hour or just once?
Yeah, every time for an hour. It looks like.
All right. It's gonna be the Megapede's turn. So it's going to. You hear another hiss from inside the cavern, and then the acid spray emits once again. Detective Easter, because your echo is in the path of it. Let's see.
So my echo can still have my abilities for saving throws, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know why I pulled out a die, because you're gonna be the one that's gonna do the check for me. So it is a.
Awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead.
14.
Okay. So that does not succeed. Wow, I rolled a 14
Okay.
too. How weird is that?
Okay. So I would dissipate that.
Yep. So the acid steams out. A little bit of the excess sort of hits the gold again, and you see the gold actually, and like treasure, dissolve completely this time. Like the second spraying of it is enough to completely erase it. So it's not just appreciated metal at that point; it's gone. It's been corroded completely, and your echo is gone as well. And then it's back to the top. Detective Easter, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to push out my echo again.
Okay. Where are you pushing out to?
Same spot.
Okay.
And again, I will wait and see what happens for a third time.
Okay. Stony, you're up.
I ain't doing shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang.
Soul?
Gosh, I really want to draw out the snake if we need it, but yeah, I'm just gonna hang.
Okay. It's the Megapede's turn, and nothing happens. Initiative's dropped.
Interesting. Okay, still on alert. Stony, Soul, should we try to get out of here? I can leave my echo as a distraction in the meantime, but I'm
No,
not
let's
hearing
grab some more
anything.
gold. Let's just go ahead and grab some more gold over here.
Where? Where's the gold?
Yeah, before we take off, I'm gonna use some divine, or I'm gonna use lay of hands. So I just have 25 health points I can give, so I'm gonna give myself 10.
Okay. Ten temporary hit points.
Yep.
All right.
All right, good. Way to put on that triangle offense, guys.
As you guys are sort of concerned as to where the millipede, the megapede, has gone, you see the donkey sort of still running from what it just witnessed, and as it runs past what appears to be another cavern, the megapede emerges, and that's how you know it's a megapede, and in its pincers it just sort of rears up out of the little cavern, grabs the donkey, and recedes back into the cave as you hear the donkey in an echoing sort of manner honking all the way until it is no longer heard.
Okay. As I see it do that, I'm gonna take my opportunity to jump down to the mouth of the hole we're in front of with my shield up.
Okay.
And grab my rope and then back out again.
Sure. You grab your rope and you jump back. No problem.
Well, it appears there's a tunnel system, so I say we avoid every hole. I know you're good at that, Detective Easter, but...
Hey-o.
Hey-o. But, yeah, let's avoid the giant holes.
I find plenty of holes where criminals are hiding all the time.
Should we work together and maybe enclose this hole? Maybe bring it down to block it up?
That's a great idea. And I jump up and down on the rocks in front of me.
Yeah, you do that.
Great work, Detective Easton.
This isn't working. Taylor, son, do you have any other moon wisdom ideas?
You know what? I feel like you need this right now. I'm gonna give it to you after your donkey friend.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, good. You got it. Come on down.
after a few more good bunny hops, I realize I'm not doing much, and I dissipate my echo and just start walking towards our next goal. I guess towards that ship a little ways.
Okay, the ship is your next goal. All right.
Yeah.
So there's obviously some ways to go about it here. From what you can tell, you can go back up to the ridge where you were and work your way across. You can obviously stay where you're at the height you're at, and kind of cross the hole, the cavern. You don't know what's quite around the edge yet and in store for you, but how do you want to proceed here? You want to go high? You want to go low? Stay in the middle? Go through the cavern?
If you guys stick with me, if we run into any spots with a hole, I can always throw my echo in front to check if the creature is lurking within.
Yeah, I mean, I say we stay high at vent level, if possible.
Sounds great.
Okay, so you guys are
I
going
agree.
high?
Let's do it.
I heard that right? You're all going high?
Yes.
Christian, when centipede bugs go low, we go high.
Okay, just making sure. All right, so you guys work your way across. Very careful to spot any caverns or holes. It is kind of hard to tell. There are a many number of craggy surfaces. It's a rather rocky, scaly, but yet organic kind of thing. Not all of them are the same house-sized caverns that you have seen the centipede, the megapede pop out of, but there are some smaller ones and things like that. But if you guys are avoiding all of those,
Ooh. I do want to do one thing while we're trying to avoid and test out spots with my echo. I'm gonna text Tyrell and let him know that to avoid openings in caves.
okay.
And we may have made his or we threw one of the exploding bugs back in a tube. So I texted him that with my singing stuff.
Sure. It's a good time to check in with Tyrell. So
How many words are allowed on a sending stone?
I think it's one message.
You get 148 characters.
Yeah.
So.
Tyrell, have you finished fixing your pulley system?
Yeah, what I was hoping is that with that amount of time, that definitely the pulley system is done, and that I've at least got the first load to prove out that it is working the way I intended it.
Yes, indeed.
Load.
Okay. Yeah, one load is complete, and I'm ready to release to load the next amount
Okay.
up.
You haven't sensed any
Release your load.
rumbles or anything, and the stomach acid has stayed roughly at the same height, hasn't moved. So you sort of gather that whatever happened over there was the reason that the stomach acid rose, and you sort of hear a little garbly voice, kind of like those Peanuts cartoons, that like in your pocket, and you pull it out, and you hear that it's Detective Easter, and he told
Oh, that
you-
was just the ringtone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the ringtone. It was just muffled by the sound of it being in your pocket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But once you pull it out, you hear Detective Easter saying that they threw a rust monster into one of the vents, and that they have encountered a megapede, and to stay away from any caverns.
Say it again? Or is there like a repeat?
Yeah, to stay away from any caverns because they've encountered a megapede, and that they threw a rust monster into one of the vents. I think that's all you said, right, Kobe? Or Detective Easter?
That's all
Yes.
he got. That's all he got there. So.
I'm just like shaking my head, like I'm like working my ass off over here. Like I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing whatever. But I guess I appreciate it. I don't know. Like I'm just frustrated because I'm like doing a bunch of work. I'm like whatever. Shut up. Just scuffling around. Like I don't have time for this. Just like loading up my next load.
Yeah.
So that hopefully by next time I have my stuff up there and I start my build up in the tunnel.
We can take care of that one right now. So yeah, you get your next one up. You pulled a.
Oh no,
system.
then we're gonna watch me build it then. All right. So, I'm carefully placing the. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Okay, you got the next load of
Time
stuff
lapse.
onto the pulley system. Yeah, it's like still camera, but your like character Tyrell's like little ant like running around the screen, like moving stuff around and loading it all up or whatever. And you get the second one up there, and it's in the cavern. What was that noise?
I was yelling back in the sending stone.
I think your CRISPR cut it out because I just caught like the smallest glimpse of that.
So crisp.
Yeah. So
I just said woo in a high pitch.
I turned mine off. I can never hear myself laugh. You guys aren't.
You'd hear all my fans if I didn't turn mine off. I don't want to do that.
I appreciate it.
To everybody.
I appreciate it.
And
Yeah.
my farts.
Okay, Tyrell, you've got all your stuff in the cavern.
Hey. Okay.
You hope this isn't the kind of cavern that they were talking about, because they didn't specify really.
Oh shit. Yeah. I was like, no, this is a tunnel. Shut up, Detective Easter. I left my schematic downstairs. I need to go pick that up real quick.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you hop and a skip. You're down there. You grab it. You're back. You're up.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're just
Wait, this is for the pulley. I gotta go back down there. It's like
Can I actually have you?
There it is. There it is.
Wow, this actually kind of
Hey.
it just does it. You don't even have to.
Pretty cool.
Neat. Organic
Alright.
movement.
What happened?
Oh, I just you can use the arrow keys to move, but it actually like moves. Like I don't have to. It's not the smartest thing, but it does work. Like.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Like even if you want to, yeah. So.
I'm sure one engineer was really proud of that. So you found it.
They should be. I mean, this is
Oh, yeah.
technically
Well, that's
how
really, I mean,
you guys would move.
to traverse stuff. That's really cool.
It's how you would move if you had an account or whatever.
What happens if you push him into the river?
I mean, he would just go into the river.
We're fine, guys. We've been worrying about this for no reason.
We cracked the code. Yeah, go ahead.
we never tested it.
Go ahead and try. But Tyrell, as you've gotten all this stuff up here, you do notice that the pathway on the left is mostly clear. There are 2 little Myconids, but there aren't any big ones. All the others still remain on the other side.
Crossbow.
So I'll let you figure out how you want to proceed here while we jump back over to the other crew.
18.
Okay.
Can you hurry up, Kristen?
Sure. Yeah, let me just yeah, let me hang on. I'm almost there. And 1 second. Just hang in there. Bear with me. Just
I mean, I'm honestly appreciating your build, so I'm cool with it.
hang on. Okay, this is you guys, right? No. Oh, here you are. Okay, yes. So, you've come to a little bit of a decision here. You can either go up, where you can see not a hut-sized little crevice, hole, cavern, or you can go down, where there are none, but it does put you a little bit closer to the one where you've seen the megapede pop out of.
Yeah, I'll just pop my echo into the little one there.
Yep. The echo appears in front of the U-sized cavern, and nothing happens. Kind of stands there for a good 30 seconds. does the little like Sonic the Hedgehog kind of like tapping his foot, looking at his watch.
That's perfect. I can picture that. Yeah, I guess I'll just I'll climb up and walk past
Okay.
behind my echo.
You do exactly that. You sort of nod to your own echo as you pass by.
Yep, I'll do the same, but with my shield up.
Okay. Very cautious.
It's kind of weird that I could nod to myself, because I was reading like technically the echo is like you exist in 2 dimensions at the same, like 2 different time lines. It's like at the exact same time.
Yeah. I mean, if you nodded at your echo, I imagine your echo would nod back, but it's you
Oh,
nodding,
100%.
so it's kind of, it's not it nodding at you, you're nodding, and it's
Just a nod.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a weird technicality, but yeah, you guys sort of make it to round the edge here. You're gonna kind of have to hug the edge, like there's only enough for your feet. It's only as wide as your feet, so you're gonna have to really hold on. It's not terrible because it is a craggy surface, so you can hold on with your hands, but your hands are gonna be preoccupied here, unless you're gonna do one hand and 2 feet. So you can
You have to have 3 points of connection to be safe.
right, 3 points of contact. That's rock climbing 101.
I'm going to put my hands in my pocket and do this no-handed.
Okay.
And just try to walk around.
You're gonna do the Killua. You're just gonna put the hands in the pockets because that's the cool thing to do.
Yep.
You guys. Okay. I knew I'd get a chuckle out of
get it.
somebody.
I
Either
get it.
either Ian or
My CRISPR didn't come.
I expected Ian or Jared to at least know who I was talking about in that reference. But all right. But yeah. So Detective Easter's too cool for school. He's got his hands in his pockets. Stony, how are you proceeding? You're gonna do 4 points of contact. You're gonna do 3 points of contact. You're gonna 2. What do you got?
Yep, I'm gonna sling my shield back over my shoulder.
Okay.
And just all the contact. I want to get a good hip thrust into the wall.
Okay. Yeah. You do it. Just
So 5 points of contact. Yeah.
really, really intimate with that wall.
He puts them hands on the wall, and I just see my gas pedal. Get. He's twerking his way over.
I can see it. Yeah, you guys clearly the fumes of this place are taking a hold on you. There's some sort of mental deterioration happening. People's personalities are starting to show their truest forms, I guess, maybe. But Soul, how are you proceeding? Hands in pockets, twerking. How are we? Both twerking with hands in pockets. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna have the mentality of be the wall.
Okay.
Just slide slowly.
Okay. All right. So everybody's not armed with a weapon. Detective Easter actively has 2 hands preoccupied in his pockets. Stoney, you've got 5 points of contact. And Soul, you are the wall. So well, you guys are proceeding along just fine. You're gonna make it about here, and I'm gonna ask a check of you guys. Let's see, what would be most appropriate? I'd say acrobatics, dexterity acrobatics check.
Also like athletics.
It's dexterity. Acrobatics is a little different from athletics.
17.
Okay.
13 again.
11.
Okay. You guys all managed to keep your handle on the wall, however intimate that may be, or distant, or otherwise. But you guys can continue along the way. You see down below you, there's some more ledges and things. There's a little bit of a spire that kind of sticks out and appears to just kind of drop off. But there is like a larger, what appears to be sort of overhang or cavern ahead of you. And it looks like there's not a ton of options for standing. Like this is going to be a full-on climb, or this is going to be a huge like leap of faith into a fall kind of thing, to see if you can close the distance. So You do, from where you're at, see the boat, that the dinghy, and it does appear as if the dinghy has things moving on it. You can't quite see what's on the dinghy at this moment, but you assume there's more rust monsters or something down there. So, however you guys want to proceed, like I said, there's a cavern. You can climb across this here. You can go down low, or you can make the jump, leap of faith, or just head back the other direction. So,
I'd like it to head down to that ledge and kind of see what that's all about. That ledge that shoots out a little bit.
okay. So, it does sort of slope off a little bit.
Oh God!
He's dead!
Oh no!
He's dead!
Detective Easter! He's gone!
That's like those weird deaths, like in the stories or the the books or the movies or whatever, where you're just like, that's how they died. What?
Roll a new character, Kobe. Yeah, no, you're fine. You make it down there, and yeah, you get a little bit better of a look. You get the sense that the jump is doable, but you do have featherfall or something of the
slow fall reaction.
Slow fall reaction, yeah. So you may be able to make it, but it doesn't seem like the rest of your group might be able to do that. They would most likely have to climb.
It's like a very doable jump. I don't know what you're talking about. We got the high ground. Get a bit of a running start.
Sorry, let me I guess give this a little bit more of a.
Yeah, that seems like a them problem. I'm gonna take a running jump.
All right.
It seems very doable. Looking at that angle, very doable.
The amount of times I've heard the word doable, I'm just gonna back up and take a running jump at this. So.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Hi.
Yeah. Plus, that's perfect. I get a +3 to athletics.
Athletics, so that's a strength check, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a total of 18.
Okay, and your slow fall is a reaction, right? So it just.
It is.
Okay.
So there is damage that I would have to take eventually. So the way that works is I reduce fall damage by 5 times my monk level.
Okay.
So if my damage is less than 40, if it's greater than 40 damage that I would take what's greater than 40. If it's 40 or below, I take 0 damage.
Okay, it's gonna be less than 40. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you jump and you've had some big jumps, but this is a good one, and you make it. You kind of tuck and roll, kind of slam into the wall or whatever, but you've appropriately braced yourself and for the fall, and you may be shot.
I remember back to a time whenever we were on a tower and we said the last one to get the brown-eyed girl was old bitch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, you maybe yelled parkour as you jumped, but Stony, Soul, you guys are left at the top.
Yep, no, I saw him jump, so I'm hopping down and just taking off.
Oh, like you're gonna go for it? Just straight run for it?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Give me your athletics check.
24. I already rolled it.
Oh, okay. Well, geez, save it for the moment, dude. Jesus. All right, you're
I'm
just,
very athletic.
You're
I was
just
excited.
making the jump, but you don't have any slow fall or feather falling as far as I know, right?
Right, no, just a Superman land.
Okay. You are gonna take some fall damage here, because this is.
It can't be any more than being thrown across a giant cavern by the giant.
That was 4d6. You're only taking 3, I think. For this
That was force damage. This
3?
is determined
This is
by.
like what? This is like 2% of that distance. What do you mean 3? That's insane.
Isn't it every 10 feet is a 1d10 or is it a 1d6?
I'm doing d6s because it's just a.
Gotcha.
Force
I
thing.
can't remember what it is. Yeah. I mean, a 10-foot fall is actually pretty decent. Like you could hurt your legs doing that.
16.
That's fucking dumb.
I mean, you guys could climb down. You don't have to jump.
Well, that's no fun. That's fucking ridiculous.
As he's brushing himself off. That's fucking dumb. This is ridiculous.
That hurt.
Good thing you added those extra HP, I guess. I don't know. Soul.
How far is that jump?
Exactly 3d6's worth of damage jump.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
Is it at
Think
least 90
before you
feet?
jump.
Is at least what? Sorry.
90 feet.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just
more,
gonna
I'd
do
say.
thunder step since no one's around me.
Okay.
You can't. You haven't slept.
He leveled up, so everybody got their spell slots and HP back from last time.
Wait, if one person levels up, everybody gets it?
No, I thought everybody leveled up last time.
Oh,
Is
no,
that
I
not
didn't.
enough? Okay.
I'm a little behind.
Yeah, I'm still
I
behind.
didn't level up either.
Oh, okay.
Fine, well. See you bitches later. I'm climbing down.
So are you gonna like you can go
Just kidding! Stony, catch me! And I jump immediately without thinking.
Oh my god.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Oh, thank God. 17.
Okay. Stony, I need you to make a reactionary acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm just getting
It
out of
could have
there.
been worse.
You're gonna just go ahead and reroll another character. You're getting
You could have been
squashed.
like those cats that try to jump off like a ledge and they don't go anywhere and it's just spread eagle and they just fall. Like
Just a squirrel.
What'd you get on your reactionary one, Stony?
How much? I'm just gonna step aside. So.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
your
I'm
reaction. I need your acrobatics dex check to see if you step aside
Oh
effectively.
my god, don't get a 1.
Definitely not a 1. 15.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
a 1 in it.
You see Soul coming and you step out of the way as Soul slams into the ground.
Oh, shit.
Right next
Guess
to
I'm
you.
gonna lose him out.
5. So you did expect to get caught by Stony, but Stony does move out of the way.
Yeah.
And somehow that maybe actually made your fall softer. You seem to have somehow braced yourself a little bit better than maybe Stony did. And
Called adrenaline, motherfuckers.
yeah, you just went for it. You lucked out. But you guys are now safely, as safe as that could be, onto the ledge down below. What's your passive perception, Detective Easter?
18.
Okay.
When he's drunk or oh.
So, while the rest of you may not have noticed this in the future, there is, in fact, a hole, cavern, up and around from where you're at. So you can go down below and climb up and around, or you can climb straight up where there is a ledge and kind of shimmy across it. But there is another thing in your path here, so.
Yeah, I'll throw the echo out in front of it just to test the water, see if it's there or not.
Okay. You throw the echo out, and the moment you throw your echo out, the megapede bursts out from the cavern and tries to bite your thing. So it's gonna do +5 to hit.
18 is the armor.
18 + 5.
Ooh, you got me.
So-
Dissipate.
Yep, it grabs it and it snaps it in its pinchers. You see the acid also like spew out of its mouth. It like vomits the acid out as it tries to like bite and consume it, and it sort of pops out of existence. A little like fart cloud, just a as it disappears, and then I need you guys to roll initiative.
Okay, I got less than 20 this time, so I just won't shout mine first.
It's okay, shout it out. I'll write it down. There's only 3 of you.
11.
14.
11.
what did I just roll? 16.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice that you can look at your previous rolls.
Yeah.
Can't do that with a physical die.
No. So, the Megapede's gonna go first. So it immediately sort of, you see its feelers sort of twitch in the air, turns its body, its multiple legs sort of crawling and making it slither and move over the surface as it pulls more of its body outside. Let me pull him from over here. So, boom. So this thing's slithering out. It's hard to tell how long it is because it still has its back quarters in the cavern. But as it slithers out, it sort of turns to look at you guys. It's already used its bite, so it's gonna shoot its acid spray in the 30-foot long, 5-foot wide sort of cone in a line or whatever, and he's gonna try and hit all you guys. So I need you guys to make another dexterity check. Dexterity saving throw, sorry.
I got a 16.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
9.
So, Soul, you're gonna be the only one that gets hit with this time.
Soul dies.
So the rest of you managed, Cameron or Stoney, you managed to tie it. Detective Easter, you were one above it. But Soul, you were not so lucky. You're kind of at the front of this acid blast. So it's gonna do 4d8 acid damage.
Get more tallies here.
11, and you are correct. You now have 2 tallies on your character.
Can I ask how many tallies I'm allowed to have?
3.
Oh, no.
So this time, the acid, it's clearly taken effect on your clothing. The first time, it messed up your duds, stained your duds. But this time, the second blast, even though this acid isn't necessarily meant to corrode leather or cloth, it's still doing that. It's still having that effect. So,
So I'm
Is
naked.
it would you consider us poisoned with tallies?
no, I wouldn't consider it poison. No. But
I'm naked.
your clothes they're becoming tattered. Like it's not gonna. You're gonna be exposed here in a second.
Do you think this creature would be distracted by my heavenly ways?
You don't get that sense. No.
Well,
I knew we talked about attraction at the beginning of this, but you don't get a sense that the millipede has much in the way of attraction towards you guys.
Neither much.
Seeing as unless vomiting acid on you is a form or a sign of admiration, I don't think so. No.
Trying to get me naked.
No,
Admiration
you,
much?
you might be onto something. Maybe you can romance the megapede. Nobody's tried that yet, so. But that is gonna take us to your turn, Soul. So if you are gonna try and
Awesome.
romance or seduce this megapede, now is the time.
No, I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast at its eye.
Okay.
And that's mainly for distraction. So yeah, I'll still roll to see if it actually hits.
Okay. It is a ranged, spell attack. So.
Okay. So, 4.
Yeah. It's not gonna hit the eye, but I believe your Eldritch Blast is gonna hit. Because it always hits, right? I mean, like.
Yeah, it always hits. So
It's just not gonna do the place
That's okay.
is not gonna. Yeah.
The real reason was for my second blast. Can I ask, does the monster have its mouth open?
It does kind of have its like pincers open. Here, we'll flip around.
Awesome. I want to shoot it straight into its mouth to
Okay.
like maybe like stop the poison shoots.
Okay. Okay.
So 10.
All right. That's not gonna end up where you want it to either. But it is gonna hit. It's gonna do damage. So, roll your damage for your Eldritch Blast.
9.
Okay. So because these are arcs of energy of your Eldritch Blast that are, coming out of your hand, there is a level of unpredictability, and it just kind of like lightning finds the easiest path, and those easiest paths seemed to connect down, like right at its abdomen, and they sort of sear it, and you can see that its exposed sort of underbelly is the softest part. Like the carapace on the outside, the hard shell, appears to be where most of its armor is, and you can see it sort of reel back, and it sort of turns its hard shell, like twists itself around and kind of corkscrews to protect its underbelly from the shot that you just gave it. Unless you want to
Don't be
move.
sensitive. I 100% want to move. Yeah.
Okay, where are you moving to?
I don't know.
You can run back down the pathway to behind
That's
you.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Don't look at my boobs.
Yes. Covering yourself, which you're not, naked yet, but it's getting there. You sort of round the corner and see a very large cavern now in front of you. You get the sense that maybe this is where the megapede sleeps and not just burrows around in. So food for
I
thought.
want to go, but I feel scared. There's like 20 more there.
You can't see because it kind of tunnels around to the left, but yeah, it's kind of an unnerving sight to see as you round that corner. Soul, you're up.
Up again?
Oh no, sorry. Stony, you're up.
So he turned his back,
Mm-hmm.
and Soul went back behind us.
Mm-hmm.
With nothing, soul.
Fuck it. I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Ranged spell attack. 17.
Hits.
Okay. So 1d12 for lightning damage. First one was 8.
Okay.
I can use all the turns I have available to just keep doing a 1d12 with Witch Bolt.
Okay.
And same thing, gonna use the second one for Witch Bolt. Was a 9.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Action Surge to do it again.
Okay.
That one is a 7.
Okay. So these arcs of lightning, just one after another, just like left hand, right hand, left hand, as you shoot it into the sort of rough area, but on the backside of where Soul had just hit it with the Eldritch Blast. You could see that there's starting to become like a charred sort of ring around the abdomen of the megapede. Like this thing still curls up and snakes around into the cavern, but good, like, I don't know, 30 feet lower than the head, you could see that it's almost becoming really thin down there. Like you're about to like sever it at that point. Detective Easter, it's your turn unless you use your actions, right, Stony? You got nothing
Yep.
left in the tank? All right. Detective Easter, you're up.
Alrighty, so its back is still facing us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to just place my echo here on the edge.
Okay. Like
Where
in front of you?
basically basically like in front of me.
Okay.
But I'm going to run around to the very front of this thing.
You are, or your echo?
I am.
Okay. You have to do a little bit of like climbing or whatever, and like when you say front, you mean like down, sort of like here?
Yep.
Okay.
Where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you sort of squeeze through, drop down,
And I'll drop down.
right in front, right kind of where the weakened portion of the mostly attacked portion of the megapede is.
Okay, I'm gonna start fisting this guy.
Okay.
Okay, my first one is a 19.
Hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna do thunder damage.
All right.
So I do, I believe 7.
Okay.
No, sorry, 6. 6
Okay.
thunder damage for the first one. I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
This time I have a 21.
Yep, that lands.
Unnatural. Another 6 damage. Thunder.
Okay. On this punch of the thunder damage, you slam into the same spot that you had just hit before, sort of like you're punching a tree in Minecraft, and you've just chipped away at it. Finally hit that block, and it pops, and the top half of the megapede separates from the lower half, and the upper half sort of its arms, like little legs and everything, like skitter and move really quickly to try and latch onto something, and it latches on to the wall. The belly, like the lower portion, sort of hits the ground, and blood is like spurting out, and it sort of slithers back up until it gets right to the edge of the tunnel, and then it starts to like flop a little bit more as it just sort of sits there. So
do I have a, would I be able to take an action against it from where I'm at as far as a disengagement? Is it disengaging for me?
it is currently preoccupied, yes. So it's disengaged you, but
did it go past my echo?
It's still
On the
in
way up?
proximity of your echo, so it didn't like leave it because it's such a long
Okay,
thing.
then,
It's still within attacking distance, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah. So I can still attack the living part. Like, what's it associated with the top half or no?
You get the sense
From
that
where I'm
both are still living. They're just not connected maybe anymore. Like the upper half is where its acid is going to be, but the lower half is just like the armor and the legs at the moment.
Yeah, could I still attack the upper half or no?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the upper half is
Yeah,
still
I
by
wanna-
you. Yeah.
Okay, I want to try to attack the upper half.
Okay.
And I rolled a 1. So.
Okay. You go to swing at the upper half, and it moving around so much, you just sort of swing, and you just have your baton out. Is that correct?
No, I was just using my fist.
Your fist. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You punch, but you just punch the rocks.
Oof. Ouch.
And you kind of maybe lose your footing. You slip in the punch because it breaks the like shale sort of rock scaly stuff, and you don't fall into the stomach acid, but you are now clung with all 4 hands onto the edge. So you'll have to climb up first next turn before
Awesome.
you do anything else.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action and swap places with my echo.
Okay. All right. Leaving your echo in the lurch. That's fine.
And that will end my turn. So.
Okay. Stony, you're. Wait, you already went. That was Detective Easter. Sorry, you both had 11. That means it is now the Megapede's turn. So, the upper portion, sort of stops bleeding out of its severed half, but the lower severed half begins to sort of move and twitch a little bit again, and something seems to be emerging from the decapitated portion. And what emerges? Let's see, where...
Tony.
I swear to God, if it's Tug, I'm just gonna.
But what emerges is the head of a new millipede, new megapede. So this head like kind of gives birth, just sort of like punches out and like screeches as it has grown a new head from where you've severed it. There are now 2 megapedes, one slightly smaller, the other one you don't know how much longer, but it's now here. So you have two megapedes that you're currently engaged with. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so this thing can fit in there. Okay. Get away, Nat. All right. That means that it's gonna occupy 2 turns. There's a new target added to the initiative. Megapede 2. And it is going to spray acid on your Echo, Detective Easter. So I'll need you to succeed at that Dex check.
I got a 25.
You do indeed succeed. So the acid kind of sprays around and misses. Maybe it's just because it's a newborn head, but its aim was a bit off and missed. The other megapede is going to go, and it is going to try and... What is it gonna try and do? It's just gonna use its multi-attack. So it's gonna do 1 stinger attack and 1 bite attack. So its bite attack is gonna be +5. That doesn't break your armor class, does it?
Mine is 18, so
Okay.
now that one misses.
So the next one will go. It's also a +5, but it is the stinger instead of the bite.
Oh no.
Okay, just shy. So, it sort of what is it, like, out of its mouth, sort of, and the pincers, there's like this needle that shows up and it extends out almost like the Alien movie or whatever, but it's just a giant needle, and it tries to hit you with the stinger. It like lashes forward like a snake with that, and it like craters into the rocks beside you, and then it tries to bite and thrash around, but both of them miss. You manage to sort of dodge and sidestep both those attacks, and it is going to be Soul's turn.
In my head, I've thought about just throwing my staff down, and be like, "Quit, quit." I have no idea what to do with this. But no, I run back towards my friends.
Oh. You come up right behind Stony,
Yes.
and you yes, are facing now 2 megapedes.
I guess I will do Eldritch Blast to the new one now that's
Okay.
facing us.
So, yeah, this one here. Gotcha.
I'll do both my shots at it.
Okay. It is a ranged spell attack.
Right in its stupid middle stomach.
Okay.
Alright, I rolled a 9. So that hits for 9. Now the second one does not hit at 1.
Okay, so well, the first one will hit not for max of its damage. The second one is gonna go wild, and it's gonna hit Detective Easter's echo, and it's gonna.
Oh, what? No.
It's gonna.
Oh no!
It's gonna kind of flicker. It's not gonna,
It wasn't strong.
it's not gonna dissipate. But you see that the shorter of the two megapedes is a little like curious that this isn't real anymore. Like it realizes maybe that was a decoy. With the reveal of the Eldritch Blast hitting it, but the other one does hit. How much damage? It does half, I believe, right? Because it was
Yeah.
How much damage does it do to the second megapede? Centipede.
6.
-6. Okay. Okie dokie. That then brings us to Stony.
All right. Really wish Easter wasn't standing there.
Really wish I wasn't standing here.
Maybe it's his echo. You don't know. You can't tell them apart.
Oh, we can't? I figured we always could.
I mean, they're perfect copies, so
Oh, I always just assumed it was always like a ghosty looking.
no. It's an exact copy, exact replica of.
Yeah, it's technically me in 2 different dimensions, but it is kind of like grayish, or transit. Like if you were to study it close enough, but in the heat of battle, it may be tough.
Gotcha. Okay, I want to hop down to that next level down
Okay.
and cast Gust of Wind
Okay.
at the smaller.
Gotcha. And what does it have to do to resist this, or what's the check? What's the?
Hold on.
You don't have to
It's a strength saving throw.
strength. Okay. So I got a 16 plus 3.
I mean, that obviously beat it.
So it isn't moved at all because it beat it, or?
Right.
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you shoot Gust of Wind and it sort of whistles around it, and you're doing your best to like really push it out, but it's not quite enough. Like there's not enough meat to it, but it does sort of coil around to face you now. You've got its full attention.
So it's 10 minutes. It's taking this for 10 minutes.
10 minutes it's taking the blast. Is it a concentrated spell, like as long as you're holding it? Okay.
Yep.
But it is resisting it, so it's not moving at least.
That's why I hopped down on the ledge.
Gotcha.
So hopefully the other one won't be able to shee me.
Okay.
So I can concentrate on airbendering it.
Sure. All right, that's your turn then, if you're holding that concentration on it?
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to Detective Easter. What you got?
So I got the one up above me that's been attacking me, and the one down below with Stony, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can I attack the one that attacked me, or would I have to move to attack
You're
it?
within attack range of both, I'd say.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm going to attack the one up above me.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 14. Does that hit?
It does not.
Okay, I'm going to try to attack again.
Okay.
This time I rolled a 22.
It does.
Okay.
It was for 1 minute, not 10 minutes, by the way.
Okay.
That's my spell below it's 10 minutes.
No worries. That's 2 turns essentially. So like an initiative is.
So if it tries to, basically if it tries to, if it beat the check. If it tries to move, it's 2 for 1.
Gotcha.
Movement.
So its movement's halved essentially.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And this time I'm going to do a cold punch on it, and it's going to do 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to attack again with at the one above me.
Gotcha.
14, so I missed.
Yep.
But what I want to do is, let me make sure I have not used this yet. I have not, so I'm going to do Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
And so I get to do an extra attack from my Echo location.
Cool.
And it does a 20 unnatural.
Okay. So your Echo's gonna attack the one that's in front of it, the shorter of the 2.
It's gonna do cold damage of it's gonna do 7 cold damage.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. That will then bring us to the Megapedes. So, the top Megapede is going to attack you, Detective Easter. It's going to use its multi-attack. It's got +5 to hit. Not enough on that one. Gonna use its stinger now. Not enough. Wait, that's tied though, isn't it?
I have 18.
Okay.
As my armor class.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. We missed again on both the multi-attacks. You're just in like a little pocket. It cannot seem to hit. That means Megapede other, the shorter, stubbier one, is going to attack you, Ranger Steve. And Stoney, sorry, Jesus. It's been so long since I've called you that. And it's gonna do acid spray. So I need you to do a DC saving throw.
Dex, right?
If it lands.
Oh, if it lands. 13. Wow, lots of 13s tonight.
Alright, this one is gonna land. So it's gonna do 4d8 acid damage.
Is it getting wind whipped do anything?
It's gonna... We can say we'll subtract the largest number here from it. We'll say that the acid spray, while it is a force, the wind manages to dissipate some of that. So we'll take away the 7, which means you're just at 5 damage. Lucky duck. So yes, your blast of wind, your gust of wind that you're emitting from your hand sort of does a lot to spray the acid back on it. You notice that as the acid is sprayed back on it, it has absolutely no effect on the thing spitting the acid, which would make sense, but just wanted to confirm it does and is immune to acid.
That means I can't use my acid spray back at him.
But you also do have a tally now, Stoney. You have 2. So, your clothes are looking pretty holy, pretty ratty too. Anything you're wearing is about to slop off of you, so don't want to get hit by that again. We're gonna jump over to Tyrell, check in with him because it's been a minute. Tyrell's doing the hard work over here.
Tyrell found a way out.
Sorry to kind of leave you out, Tyrell. Didn't mean to skip.
Yeah, that's all good. Like I'm looking around, like I'm oh shit, and like nothing's done. Like everything's just sitting all around there, and I'm starting to have a panic attack that I don't no idea how long it's been. But then I wake up again because that was actually a bad dream.
Right. Because this is all
and then I
happening
wake,
simultaneously. Yeah.
yeah, and then I wake up again. I'm like, oh no, I did finish it.
Okay.
That's what she said.
So you have
just-
the completed vessel here in the tunnel with
Yeah,
you. Okay.
yeah, it's right there.
All right. It's just here. Let's what? There's a new cyberpunk thing.
Ooh.
Oh, but these are characters. I wonder if there's vehicles. Here we go. Look at this.
Cool.
Look at this.
Mm.
Is that
Oh.
more accurate? Or
Wow, look at that.
Is this more accurate? Or like what do you
Oof.
in your mind? What do you envision this thing?
Oh,
you know,
man.
kind of looking like?
Well, so the very first one, the rear looks like the barrels,
Yeah.
but the third one has like almost like visualizing the tarp part of it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you, man. You built this thing. Which one? Which one do you
Show
want?
me
the vessel
show
to
me
be?
the first one again. I'm almost thinking spin that one around. That does look cool. Yeah, let's do the third one. I like that
This one?
one, but I think the third one is going to
Okay.
visualize where the tarp is a little better.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I can enlarge this thing, but look at that vehicle.
No,
There we
that's
go.
a good size. That'll work.
They just updated this, so cool. Yeah,
Nice.
your vessel. It is here. It is ready. Ready for boarding.
Feels like a gummy ship. Yeah.
You're not wrong. We're gonna have you go through and do a little shooty mechanic thing to get to the next.
Great.
Yeah.
Little
Galaga action.
We're gonna need like 3 more sessions because I'm gonna get stuck.
I'm just gonna set up. You have to set up a stream on your end, and we have to watch you
No.
play Beat Saber on
Oh, okay.
master
We can do that.
difficulty, and that's your gummy ship
I could do that.
transition.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, you've got the vessel, and it seems to be doing pretty well on the stomach acid. Like it's by design, it's working. It's resisting. Like you've crafted the hell out of this thing, man. Come a long way from ropes.
Yeah, I guess I did learn something in school. I don't know.
But do you want to move the vessel further down? Do you have a name for the vessel yet? Is it just?
Ooh, of course there has to
Is
be
it
a
the gummy
name.
ship?
No. Let's see. It's a lot of pieces of Balthazar, so is there like some lore about Balthazar?
I mean, you knew that he liked mushroom soup, and I don't know. You could just name it like Balthazar 2 or something. Like
About the Knezer.
Ooh. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be Nebuchadnezzar.
okay,
Screw Balthazar.
okay, all right. You were like, I don't hold any allegiance to that guy. Why would I name it after
He
him?
tried to eat us.
Yeah, but now you are going to be inside of him in a way. So
Well, and it's more beneficial for us. Then, so. All right, Nebuchadnezzar. I feel like that'll be some good luck. So let's do it.
okay, all right. So you pushing this thing any specific direction down the canal, or
Is there a flow? I didn't really
uh?
think that through.
No,
It's going
but I
backwards,
mean,
right?
you know, you've got a means to
Rope.
push it, yeah, or pull it with the rope, right? So
Yeah, I'll just rope pull it for now.
Okay.
We'll be fine. Going just
So you are pulling it with the rope, and
straight
it is
ahead.
coming along, but there are 2 tiny myconids in front of you.
All right.
How do you want to proceed? You just want to run past them, or?
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
I'm still alive. Yep. Oh my gosh, here we go. Survival of the fittest? And I get
It's a wisdom modifier, by the way.
Okay, cool. Then
But
10.
it's only if you're proficient in survival.
Then it's 8.
Okay. You make it past the first one, no problem. It's kind of up and out of the way. But the second one, it's emitting spores, and there just happens to be the right gust of wind that comes along, and it's going to touch your face. You feel it brush across you, and you sort of sniff it in, and all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head. And it says, "You killed us! You killed us! Why did you kill us?" And you sort of
Lilo and Stitch.
you sort of look down at your feet, and you see that this thing is communicating with you through the spores.
Oh. All right.
It says, "You bastard! Why?"
Were you something else in a previous life?
No, we're a Myconid colony. We were being murdered and put in soup by the giant fire giant. And we thought you were here to save us. And you just slaughtered us. Then you killed the fire giant, which we are eternally grateful for, but why? Why did you kill my brothers and sisters?
Did you ever taste them? I mean, no, we really, Fire Giant guy is a bad dude, and we were just trying to we thought we could make friends to help us, get out of here. But so are you?
We
in your
tried to
remaining...
communicate with you.
Yeah.
At first we thought you at least came in peace because you're past us, but now we know you're evil. Please leave this place and never return.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you have a map?
What is a map?
Do you know the way out?
No, there is no way out.
Then how do I leave?
You don't.
How are you expecting to leave with help?
We live here. We don't have plans to leave.
So you just don't know if there's a way out.
There is no way out.
But things come in here, so there should be a way out, right?
The way is shut. There is no way out.
Oh, okay, but it's just shut. Okay.
Christian.
Well, apologies. We meant. I can't, honestly say we meant no harm. Obviously, we did. But
your apology is hollow.
Yeah,
it means nothing to us.
Yeah, I know. But we didn't realize there was a way to talk to you all. I think last time we saw people passing out, or not people, but the other creatures passing
cared
out.
for your
so we weren't
companions.
sure.
They needed medical attention after we watched you skewer one with a sharp, molten stick.
Darn.
Please, leave us in peace.
Yeah. No more harm needed. I'll be on my way.
You just sort of slowly walk past, pulling the ship behind you. But you've got the ship.
Did I notice anything else weird with the spores been in my face? Is there anything else
Nope.
I hear or smell or
Nope.
taste or
you
see?
You are feeling a little bit happier. There might be some tracers, some little electric fuzzies, like lights and things. Like they tend to, as you move your eyes away, there's like a residual. But yeah, you're just feeling pretty good. Aside from the fact that, it was revealed that they were not the enemy ever. They were just trying to communicate with you.
I'm still pretty happy. So.
Yeah, I mean, zoo warriors don't have a conscience, so.
Not at all. What's that?
But you've got the Nebuchadnezzar to the crossroads here, and we'll jump back real quick to the other.
Who?
The group. So I believe we left you guys at the top of the initiative, which would mean Soul, you are up first.
Oh, I'm gonna attack
Okay.
the top guy
Okay.
with Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Rolled a 13.
That will not. I mean, it'll hit, but it's going to do half damage.
Alright. Whatever half of 7 is, 3.5.
3, what would you
And
do,
then,
4?
Yeah. And then I'll swing for another hit.
Okay.
And 13.
Damn, dude, just not having the rolls tonight, huh?
I'm not.
Eldritch Blast,
That's
though,
it.
I mean, chipping away a little bits at a time.
Yeah. And then, so. Another 4.
Okay.
And then I will do my second thing and I will back well away. So
Okay.
that way I don't
Okay.
hit with spray.
Good idea.
So I don't know, like, yeah, how much.
Yeah, you're good. You're
how
out of
many
range.
rounds.
It's only got 30 feet, so you're out of that range.
Okay, so.
Stony, you are up.
Okay. Am I like in swinging distance?
Of the bottom one, the smaller one, yes.
Right. Yep. So I'm gonna break concentration and just hack away with the trident.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use which cantrip along with it. If I hit, okay. Let's see if I hit. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
I'm so scared to get close to these, but I have to be close to get all my benefits.
There's a lot of
Okay,
legs.
Right. So I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use Green Flame Blade along with my Divine Smite.
Okay.
So it'll be a total of 4d8s, and 2 of which will be fire damage.
Okay.
Total of 21.
Okay. It's a good chunk of damage.
Okay. And gonna do it again.
Okay.
Second while I delete die. Okay. Second one will be a 16.
Okay, you got it.
Will be a total of 21 again. Wow.
Okay. Tell me how you killed this thing.
Just a big incendiary. Hold on, let me get the.
I was gonna say
see what
you
I'm
got to
thinking.
describe 2 whole turns of attacks here, so.
Right. Yep. So basically, I'm gonna chop low towards the ground, and as that one takes off, it's gonna just fire is just gonna go from middle to back end. Top one, gonna slice up, stab up, I guess, with the trident, stab up, and then the fire is just gonna go from the middle to the head.
All right, yeah. It sort of burns from the inside out. You see it
Yeah.
sort of.
Like a fireworks snake.
Yeah, exactly like that. And the only thing that's left is like the husk, the burned like shells on the back, as like the entire inside. It's like you've cooked a lobster or something. This thing is dead. Like you've burned it, charbroiled it. You get the sense that this thing's not coming back. Like there's no way for it to regenerate. Like Piccolo's arm, you've carterized this thing shut. Like it's done, and it slops to the ground and falls into the stomach acid, and even the shell starts to dissolve in the stomach acid as you've killed one of the megapetes.
Nice.
And out springs 1,000 more.
Not that one. Detective Easter, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack the millipede.
Okay.
I rolled a 27.
Okay. That lands.
And I'm going to do 12. I'm going to do fire damage this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
This time I do 26 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And I do 11 damage of fire.
Okay.
28 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And I'm going to, let's see here, another 11 fire damage.
Okay. So as you're punching, this time with the fire damage, just wow, 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 you manage to once again sever right at the point where you're attacking. The head portion falls, separated from the body. You see the other portion sort of twitch again and go limp and start to like slowly try and retract it back into the tunnel. But the lower portion falls down and looks pretty weak, but not dead yet.
Since a new portion plopped down in front of my echo, do I get an attack of opportunity with my echo?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Okay, I got 17. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay. 11 fire damage with the echo.
Yeah, it's looking real bad for the remaining portion of the megapede, but it is still hanging on.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my movement to back up against the rocks to be like in a little bit more of a defensive position to dodge a potential strike.
Okay.
From the one above me. So,
Gotcha.
yep. So
that one is just the severed portion, so there's no head up there. But the one down below, it's gonna make one final sort of desperate thing, and it's just gonna like spray randomly around. So I'm gonna roll a die. Even it's gonna land on the echo. Odd it's gonna land on Stony. So that's where the attack is gonna like go, because it's just panic. Okay, so it's gonna go to the echo. I need you to do a Dex saving throw, Detective Easter, for your echo.
28.
Okay, it survives. The severed and headless portion sort of twitches to life, but there is no head that sprouts from the body this time. It just drags its body into the cavern and tries to retreat as far back as it can, just leaving the final portion down below with you guys hanging on by a thread, which takes us to...
As it was leaving, did I get a chance to get a disengagement attack?
Because you're close enough to the wall and kind of took cover in a defensive position.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're going to say that it was far enough back there, out of the reach. But Soul, you are up. So there's just a really weak portion left over there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot on all cylinders.
All right. So you're gonna move up within attack range, and then what you gonna do?
Eldritch blast it.
Aight.
Yeah.
Roll with advantage this time.
Ooh.
So roll 2 dice, take the higher of the 2 results.
Well, they both rolled at 18. So
Okay.
That's
18's gonna do, yeah, full damage. That's your
I was
first
expecting
one.
you to say a 1 and a 2.
I also thought you were gonna be like 2, 3.
oh god, that would have been terrible. All right, so A D10. Ooh, and a 10. Oh my gosh, this is a great roll.
Look at you go.
Which means I'm gonna have a horrible roll here in a minute.
But you don't even need it, because your first Eldritch Blast is gonna finish it off. So tell me how you destroy the remains of this megapede.
I'm gonna throw both my arms out and be like, Eldritch Blast, forgetting that I'm fully naked.
You're not fully naked. You're just in tattered clothes.
Forgetting that I'm in tattered clothes, I will reveal most everything.
Okay.
And I will look triumphant. That'll be it.
Yeah, if somebody were to look closely, there's a lot of holes. It's a really, really, really ratty rocker tee at this point. So, yeah. It's not exactly hiding anything, leaving anything to the imagination at this point. But, yeah, you shoot the arcs of energy out and electrocute / just energy fry this thing, and as it sort of turns up and the legs like start twitching and then stop moving, you've effectively killed the last of the megapede. Initiative is dropped.
Oh, I kind of want to see what Tyrell's doing in this sweet little ride.
We could check in again.
Yeah.
This will probably be how we wrap things up, is whatever Tyrell's gonna decide. Or you gonna go back to the stomach, or are you gonna go and see what everybody's up to? You can leave the ship too if you trust leaving it behind, but what do you
Yeah, if I've got a decent tie down
Mhm.
that I can utilize, that's I'll be all right with that right here, and then run over the guys.
Yeah, and you can kind of use the ship to like walk across, so you make your way over to the edge, and you don't see them, but you kind of go prone and go out on the edge over here. Ooh. And yeah, we'll just say you guys reunite. We'll just say you guys
Perfect.
find
He
your way.
texted me to see where we were at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys carved a path. Why not just say that you took your ship all the way? You know, you triumphantly rode your ship out over over the. No, we won't do that. But you've met up with your gang. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hey.
Tyrell, you are not dead. This is great. Great news.
Tyrell, why did you bark at us when you came over? That was you barking in the distance, right?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna hear that.
Well, I did, and I'm most disappointed. I also
Alright.
stopped staring at my breasts.
And I'm looking like all around now, like nervously. What's going on, guys? What have you found out?
Great success. We found gold for the Tundraka clan. And I want to show him some of my gold.
You do indeed show him your gold.
Sits down and starts showing them individually.
This piece is just a little bit bigger than that piece. How exciting.
Well,
Cool.
yeah.
Tara, what you been doing?
Oh shoot! I guess I've been working this whole time. I crafted the vessel.
Cool. What are you gonna do with it?
Well, it was just kind of a passion hobby thing. So I guess whatever. What do you guys want to do?
But it's good for you to stay busy in these troubling times.
Yeah. No, if you want to like see it, it's over here.
You want to see our burns from fighting?
We have
on
defeated
the way.
a fire giant and a giant bug, and I have saved some donkeys. None of them died in the process.
Where is that donkey?
Tyrell was there for the fire giant. He remembers that.
The donkeys have made it to Tahiti. They have made it on.
Right.
So we don't have any thoughts on like how to get out of here.
Perhaps something that you were working on maybe could help get us out of here.
Yeah, I mean it can't fly, but it sure can float. If we could get the lava to raise, maybe we get this guy to choke us up, and we got choked in, or something like that. So
Got reverse choked. Like swallowed.
I have choked out many perks before. We use that all the time on the police force. Just a good chokehold.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you guys want to follow me down this dark alley, I have some gear for you. That's in the vessel.
What could go wrong? Let's do that.
Well, you guys can go back the way you came, or you can continue around to see what was on the barge or not. But it's totally up to you guys. We'll sort of.
You guys didn't tell me about a barge.
Yeah, or the heart, or any of that stuff. But we can, we can go over that stuff next time. You guys can come up with a plan of attack, because I feel like Tyrell's done some stuff but maybe the plan is still a little half baked as to. Like, you got the tool, you got the thing, but you don't know how to do you maybe kind of know how to do the thing, but it's...
Yeah, we don't have any solid methodology on what's gonna happen. We just have,
You got some information,
Stuff.
though. You can reveal the heart. You could have severed the lungs. You can raise the level of the stomach acid, so, I mean...
Will the crew figure out how to use all their information in one episode? Find out next time.
Pretty much. Been waiting for you guys to be like, come up with some sort of plan. So
I think we have it all now. I think we'll figure it out. Next time.
There's plenty of avenues out of here, even ones you would never consider. So.
No, the mushroom spore guy said there's no way out.
Yeah, well, I don't think...
They're from here. He lives here.
You're right. I don't think the mushroom spores are going to be keen to give you any helpful information after you've slaughtered half their clan, so...
But they're delicious.
That may be, but, yeah.
They are now perfectly balanced. There's more resources for the ones that remain.
Okay, alright.
After all this time being down here, next episode we get out fully okay within the first 2 minutes.
Right.
Maybe.
Like, what do we do now?
Tyrell, did you even decide to share with the group that or do you want to just not let them know that they've, maybe murdered innocent Myconids?
I think it will make them feel bad, so no.
Okay, you keep it yourself.
I don't think there's anything we can do about it.
Okay, all right. I just
in my drowsiness, I think loudly, I will murder everything in here to get out.
And I shake my head in agreement.
All right.
Yeah, usually I will try to protect certain things that I don't know, but in this case, I was okay with pushing by and hurting some of these creatures that were just randomly throwing spores at us. That wasn't.
What are you guys talking about? What do you? I mean, we haven't messed with the mushrooms in ages. What are you? What are you talking about?
Yeah, just wrong. Yeah. Tyrell's not sweating or anything. It's fine.
Do we get some equity for
you do
troubles
indeed. So 700 experience points. And it's 2, so you get 1,400 because you did kill.
I was making a joke that we should double it.
Well, you killed the
and
portions with the heads, so those are going to count.
Is my experience different since I was on a different storyline?
Tyrell, we're going to round yours up even, so you don't get 1,400, you get 2,000.
Ooh.
You
Sorry,
learn how to
guys.
make a ship. That's pretty cool. Takes a lot of experience to do that. Now you can make more things.
It's also a way to make up that I forgot to check in with you after one round of initiative, so
I thought that one time was kind of long. I was like, dang, they're for...
Sorry. Sorry.
It's all good.
Don't spend all those extra points in one place, though.
I will.
But yeah, okay. Well, might not have seen the
Good
last
job.
of the Megapede. Curious to see how your plan is going to get out. See if there's going to be any donkeys that make it out with you, or maybe there's more treasure piles hiding somewhere that you can greedily approach and start combat in.
Greedy. This is for the Tendraka.
Right. There's many reasons why someone would unselfishly dive into a pile of gold.
And the donkey was attacked and pulled into a hole without stealing gold.
I'm just saying. I'm not.
Yes.
We would have been attacked regardless.
Hey, some of us have tried to say some Kuatoa, and some of us have thought these would be great examples for us to test out. Is this lava? Will the mushroom kill us? Oh well, interesting, fun. I will probably level up between now and next session, so that way I can heal some of my HP back.
Yeah, same.
And I've just about used up all my key points, so
Hopefully by
running out
next
of
time
those.
I'll have a new job.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, that would.
I'll end the stream so you guys can
We'll see.
talk about your personal things. But yes,
Now
by next time.
Cameron, your work's gonna check in on this and ask about this next week.
You're gonna get a random drug test. Is what's gonna happen. Just because. All right, guys. Well,
6.5 years, never had one.
Well, get used
that'll
to
be
it,
the
yeah,
day.
Yeah.